a bite of dark chocolate a day could not only be good for your heart, but it may also improve brain function, alleviate stress, and lower the risk of diabetes. Isn't that really mind-boggling? Well, stick around because I'm gonna share some serious health benefits of eating chocolate in this video. Hey guys, this is your girl Sidra and welcome to Ask Your Pharmacist. If you have dreamt of eating chocolate every day, now you have an excuse, rather multiple, because of its nutritional value. But first, let's make it clear that not all chocolates are healthy. When compared with other kinds of chocolate, I want to say dark chocolate stands tall because it has lower added sugar and fat compared to your milk or white chocolate. And according to research, chocolate which has at least 70% cacao or higher and is low in sugar is considered healthy. And in that sense, milk chocolate bar contains as little as 10% cacao, which is honestly not good, while dark chocolate bar could contain up to 90%, which is why it is a healthier option. And also, the bitter sweet dark chocolate has about half the amount of sugar compared to the milk chocolate, and which is why some people don't like the taste of it. But here's the trick. When you're eating dark chocolate, it tastes very bitter, right? So what you want to do is place a small piece in your mouth and don't chew it immediately. Rather, let it slowly melt in your mouth. And that's when you can taste the rich flavor of cocoa butter and chocolate, because what happens is chewing may release some of the bitter notes of the dark chocolate. Trust me, the next time you eat dark chocolate, you have to try this trick because it's gonna make a world of difference in its taste. And then let me know in the comments how you like the taste now. All right, so how is chocolate made? Chocolate is made from the beans of cacao tree, and these beans are harvested and then roasted, after which the outer shell of the cocoa beans is removed to reveal the cocoa nibs inside. And these nibs are then grounded and processed to produce cocoa solids and cocoa butter. And dark chocolate is high in cocoa butter. But if you're not a big fan of eating this bittersweet dark chocolate, you can totally consume raw cacao powder, which actually is a healthier and better way to go. I use that more often compared to the dark chocolate. I totally mix cacao powder in my smoothies, protein shakes, and coffee, and it turns out amazing. And if you're interested to see how I combine this superfood into my drinks, check out my video on cacao drinks. I'll put the link in description and also in the I button for you. And honestly, I'm not bragging, but my recipe of cacao iced coffee is so good, yet healthy. You're totally gonna forget Starbucks coffee. And this is coming from someone who loves Starbucks coffee. But ever since I started making that recipe, I simply love it. So you have to check that out. All right, so let's move on to some of the health benefits of cacao and chocolate. Cacao, which is the powdered form of chocolate, is packed with antioxidants. And antioxidants are substances that protect your body from free radicals. And free radicals can cause damage to cells and are thought to contribute to the development of heart disease, cancer, and stroke. So some of the antioxidant compounds that are found in chocolate are flavonols, polyphenols, and theobromine. Flavonols, which are flavonoids, which is like a group of flavonoids, can lower the levels of cortisol in blood. Now, cortisol is a hormone which is released in stress or anxiety. So enjoying a small piece of good quality dark chocolate right before a stressful event can actually be a great strategy to help curb the anxiety. Now, flavonols may also improve blood flow in the arteries and cause a small, but I want to say statistically, it is a significant decrease in blood pressure. And here's how this works. The flavonoids have the ability to stimulate the endothelium, which is the lining of the arteries. And what happens by doing that is it kind of produces the nitric oxide. And one of the many functions of nitric oxide is to send signals to the arteries to relax, which lowers the resistance of blood flow and thus reducing the blood pressure. Now, it is very important to note that cacao loses some of its antioxidant properties or some of its antioxidants when it's processed into chocolate during this whole manufacturing process. That's why it's said that the processed foods are generally less healthy. And when it comes to cacao, the processed cacao is not only less in its nutrient components, it loses some of its beneficial compounds, but they also add sugar, milk, and cacao butter to it. So I always prefer and recommend to consume organic raw cacao powder just so you can get the most health benefits out of it. Chocolate contains the chemical compound called phenylethylamine, which is also called the love compound, and it also contains serotonin, which is a neurotransmitter that helps make us happy, and it also kind of calms us down. So both phenylethylamine and serotonin are naturally occurring substances in the body, and these compounds evoke the feelings of euphoria. So what it does is that it triggers your brain to release endorphins, and these are the chemicals that actually make us feel good or happy or in love. And this is exactly why you suddenly feel so good after tasting a piece of high quality chocolate. Some people kind of relate it to being hyper, and that's why they say, oh, don't give chocolate or candy to kids. I mean, yes, don't give candy to kids because the kids then get sugar rush. It's not like the serotonin effect. But yes, a high quality dark chocolate is going to make you feel happy. Since chocolate is naturally triggering all of these chemicals in the brain, that's why it helps improve the brain function. In fact, one study found that cocoa flavonoids may improve blood flow into the brain and enhance the cognitive function in healthy adults. And it has such a positive effect on memory, and it can be protective against the age-related cognitive decline, which is, I think, pretty amazing. But here is something to remember, that good quality dark chocolate is high in calories, regardless of the cacao percentage. Okay, therefore it should not be part of our daily meal plan, because as with all foods, moderation is the key. Another benefit of dark chocolate is that it has cholesterol lowering properties, because it's thought to play a part in raising high density lipoproteins, which are also known as HDL. HDL levels in your blood or body, which is the high cholesterol or the good cholesterol levels, are so important, because this is what helps prevent any stroke or any clogged arteries. And yes, not all cholesterol are bad cholesterol. There are some good cholesterol as well, which you do need for your body to function properly. And if you're curious to know how that's possible, check out my video on good cholesterol. I'll put the link in description for you. Another surprising fact about chocolate is that it protects your skin from dehydration. And this is because the antioxidants in dark chocolate will increase hydration and skin density. And all of this kind of works by improving the blood flow to the skin. Remember what I said about increasing blood flow or blood circulation property of flavonoids? That's exactly what it is here. So that's when the blood circulation increases under the skin, it hydrates the skin, it kind of makes your skin a little bit better. So it is actually protecting your skin under the sun. So the next time you go on vacation, pick up a few bars of dark chocolate, but please don't assume that you'll need less water. You'll still need plenty of water to stay hydrated. Cacao is rich in theobromine and caffeine, which are stimulants. Now, obviously, if you're going to consume cacao later in the day because of these stimulants, you may get insomnia, or you may stay up late at night. So that's why you want to take it in the morning. Now, the content or the amount of stimulant levels are, of course, not as high as in coffee, but they're still high enough to give you that little extra kick of wake me up if you take it in the morning. So that's why I totally add cacao to my coffee. And like I said before, if you want to see my delicious recipe of iced coffee with cacao, check out my video. I have the link in the description. All right, so now this next fact that I'm going to share with you all is going to boggle your mind, and that's that dark chocolate may help in diabetes prevention. But wait a minute, you might think that dark chocolate has sugar. How can it prevent diabetes? Well, I know it sounds crazy, but hear me out on this one. When you eat dark chocolate in moderation, that's the key word, it improves insulin sensitivity in your body. And with that, it may prevent the onset of diabetes, at least, well, temporarily. Like I mentioned before, high quality dark chocolate is rich in nutrients. It gives you plenty of fiber, so it's great for your diet. It also boosts you up with high levels of manganese, copper, magnesium, iron, selenium, zinc, and potassium. I mean, it's all a natural booster of your health. So why would you want to avoid it, right? Well, I tell you why. Remember the moderation rule that I talked about earlier? See, when you realize that dark chocolate is so good for your health, you might feel so encouraged to eat a lot of it. But no, chocolate glazed ribs are totally not healthy. They're just good in taste. So we should always, know the difference between it tastes nice and it's good for me, right? Although cacao-rich chocolate is both of these things. But, it stops being good when you use its health benefit as an excuse to eat more of it. Please don't do that, okay? And like I mentioned before, chocolate is high in calories, so it's important not to go overboard with its consumption. You'll get the most benefits out of any healthy food only when you consume it in moderation. Also remember, each brand of chocolate or cacao powder is processed differently. So try getting organic or raw cacao powder because it doesn't have those chemical fertilizers and pesticides. And in terms of dark chocolate, I recommend always checking the ingredient list to make sure you're consuming chocolate with fewer and more natural ingredients. Lastly, although dark chocolate has some serious benefits, but no, a piece of dark chocolate in evening is not going to fix everything for you. It's not going to fix the damage that you made by eating junk food all day. The antioxidants, yes, may help a little bit, but you do need to make some major slightly major changes in your diet, and that's how you'll feel the health benefits of, in general, overall, everything you eat. And on that note, I'm gonna take off. I hope this video helps you, encourage you to eat this superfood or healthy food in moderation. Not just this food, but all the other foods as well. And I hope you stay happy and healthy. Until next time, take care. Bye.
Hey guys, if you found value in this video, give it a thumbs up, share it with your friends and family, and remember to subscribe to stay up to date on new weekly videos.